I don't like reading. That's a sentence I've heard approximately 47,000 times. And every single time, I have the exact same thoughts. No, you don't like reading. You don't hate reading. You just been forced to read books you didn't exactly enjoy. Now, let's be honest, if someone handed me a 600-page textbook on tax law and said, trust me, reading is fun, I'd become military out of spite. Today, I'm going to be attempting something possibly impossible. I am going to be attempting to recommend books for people who genuinely believe they hate reading. No classics, no homework, no books that take 3 months to finish, just stories so addictive that you'll accidentally stay up till 2 a.m. wondering why you suddenly have trust issues because of fictional people. Now, let's begin. Now, before we get into this, can we all agree that life is too short to force yourself through a book you hate? Somewhere along the way, reading became this weird competition. People act like if you're not reading some 19th century Russian literature while drinking black coffee, you're somehow doing it wrong? Absolutely not. Reading books involves dragons, romance, murder, or talking cats. Congratulations, you're still reading. There's no bonus points for suffering. Now, people that say I don't have time to read, I find very interesting because according to your screen time report, you spent 6 hours this week watching videos titled Man Restores Rusty Spoon. No judgment, I've watched all 12 parts, but the point is, you do have time. You just haven't found a story that's stealing your attention. And because when people find a book they love, they suddenly discover reading time in places that previously didn't exist. Lunch breaks, train journeys, 5 minutes before bed, 3 hours after bedtime. Now, if you like Netflix, let's start here. Because some books don't feel like books. It feels like you're binge watching a TV series. Short chapters, cliffhangers, fast pacing. Every chapter ends with, well, now I have to know what happens. It's basically literally. It's basically literally. Oh my. It's basically literally blackmail. Now, if you like survival shows, competition, high stakes, and characters who make you yell at the page, this is your getaway book. The characters fly by, the story almost starts immediately, and before you know it, you read 200 pages without noticing. That's how they get you. Now, imagine if Greek mythology got a sense of humor. That's Percy Jackson. It's funny. Oh, I know. Oh my days, I didn't do it right, guys. Okay. Well, let me see. Now, if you like survival shows, competition, high stakes, and characters who make you yell at the page, The Hunger Games is your getaway book. The chapters fly by, the story starts almost immediately, and before you know it, you've read 200 pages without even noticing. That's how they get you. Now, if Greek mythology got a sense of humor, that's Percy Jackson. It's funny, it's fast, and it's packed with monsters, and somehow teaches mythology better than school ever did. Plus, the chapters have titles like I accidentally vaporized my math teacher. If that's not enough to hook you, I genuinely don't know what is. Now, those Netflix thrillers that every episode ends with a twist? This book is that, but in book form. It's called The Silent Patient. Every chapter gives you one more clue and then immediately makes you question everything you knew. Sleep becoming very optional at this point. Now, not everyone wants a giant novel. Sometimes pictures help. Graphic novels are also raw books. Now, anyone who tells you otherwise can respectfully argue with a bookshelf. Now, comics are very wholesome, and a lot of them are range from different genres that you can probably find one that you'll like yourself. Now, they can also be funny and comforting, and you'll probably finish an entire volume before your tea gets cold. And if you say you don't like fantasy, that's okay. Fantasy isn't for everyone. Maybe you'd rather solve a murder, cry over romance, laugh at a memoir, or question your own sanity with a psychological thriller. Reading isn't one genre, it's thousands. Saying I don't like books is a bit like saying I don't like food. Which food? Cheesecake, pizza, garlic breads? Exactly. But here's the secret that no one tells you. The best readers quit books all the time. If you're 50 pages in and you're bored, put it down. Life is too short. The book police aren't coming. No one's handing out medals for finishing novels you hated. Now, my challenge to you is that if you spend years saying I don't read, I want you to try just one book. Not because the English teacher said so, not because TikTok told you to, because you're curious. If you still hate reading afterwards, fair enough. But there's a very good chance that you'll actually become one of us. The person carrying a book everywhere, the person saying one more chapter, the person whose TBR is approximately the height of a small refrigerator. It's a very slippery slope. Welcome. Now, reading isn't about intelligence. It's not about reading the longest books, or the oldest books, or the books everyone else says you should have. It's about finding a story that makes you forget you're reading at all. Because once that happens, you're not forcing yourself anymore. You're just turning one more page, then another, then suddenly it's 2 in the morning, you have work tomorrow, and it's worth it. Now, tell me in the comments, what book turned you guys into reader? Or if you never really enjoyed reading, tell me what films, TV shows, or games you guys love, and I'll recommend a book just for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time with more books, more chaos, and probably an even bigger TBR. Happy reading, or at least happy trying.